Hi friends, it's SuNN here. Thanks for joining me for another Monday Makes video. Today I'm making a Valentine's Day card using the Life's Adventure stamp set. I'm first going to be stamping in Memento ink on a piece of Whisper White, this little fox guy. He's super cute. He's so indignant looking. And then I'm going to be using Staves On, and I'm going to be stamping on a little piece of masking paper. And I've actually cut that out just on one side. And then I'm going to be using my blendies or blendabilities alcohol markers from Stampin' Up to color this little guy in. And I know it's not the most exciting thing watching somebody color and mix their inks and whatnot, but I did want to leave this in for a few things because well, for one reason, it's such a small area that I did have some bleeding or bleeding problems with the ink, so it did kind of smoosh outside the lines, and I'll show you how I corrected that. Yeah, so this is like the video of many mistakes. It's not that bad, but just so you know, things can be fixed. So I think I've mentioned this before in another video where I do blendabilities. I like to keep the caps off so that I can quickly change from light, medium to dark. I usually give the image a full wash of the light color, and then I go in with the dark, and then I blend the dark to the light with the medium. So this guy, I think I used this skin tone blendies and the crumb cake blendies, and then I used Bermuda Bay for the little umbrella, and I'll go in a bit with my colorless blender, and you're going to be able to see sort of how it works. And and I actually used a Uniball white gel pen as well, so you can see how I use that. So this is the colorless blender, and you can see how wet that paper got, and I'm just trying to push the color right through the paper almost, trying to erase that little error. And then I let it dry for a bit, and I would go back. And I did kind of use my heat tool to make sure that everything was dry before I did go back and use the colorless blender. And I have sped this up quite a bit. So I know it might not be easy to see, but I tried. I know it can be boring watching someone color. What else? Oh, and this is the new Bermuda Bay color, and I love it. Love it. I also made a little smudge at the very bottom of the paper here coming up, and I don't know if it got stuck on my finger or what have you, but I ended up using the color lifter and just rubbing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I was able to remove the little smudge. Oh, this is the card of mistakes, I tell ya. See, there's the little mark now. Where did that come from? I have no idea. And I think I did it off camera. Oh, you can see where it's a little stain there. Okay, so this is how the little clear mask works. Isn't that great? So you can actually see where, your image is. So I'm using the Perpetual Birthday stamp set with the little hearts. And I love how this little guy works so well with these hearts. And I'm just stamping. He's trying to avoid the hearts. It's so cute. He's an anti-Valentine's Day. So cute. And so yeah, I'm just using the hearts on those and in Strawberry Slush. And then I'm peeling off that mask, and I can use it again, so I'm just going to stick it to the back of my stamp set. And here's my white gel pen. So anywhere that I went over the lines or that the colorless blender did not correct, I am going to take my Uniball white gel pen and recreate that line. No one will ever notice, I promise. So I'm using the Good Greetings stamp set. I don't know if it's available anymore, but if you got it, you were lucky. And it just had the perfect sentiment, Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm stamping that with Versamark ink on a black cardstock. I used my embossing buddy. And today I'm using my white embossing powder and heat tool. So I'm going to heat it to set it. Brushing away any little bits and pieces that the offending embossing powder may have on my cardstock. If you don't do that, you'll end up with like little white specks and stuff, and they won't come off. So I decided to match the umbrella with the cardstock. So I'm using Bermuda Bay, and I just felt that the little, it needed a border. So, and I'm just trying to figure out my placement here. And I'm using my Quick Sticks tool, and I'm putting on these little hearts that I got. I just dotted some Tombow glue around. And this is the perfect opportunity if you do have smudges or, you know, little hiccups. This is where you're able to fix them. So you can put sequins or whatever over. So just adhering that little strip, Happy Valentine's Day, with dimensionals. And I added, this is Soft Sky, and I added a little bit of grounding for a little shadow for the guy. And then there's a little bit of red mark there, so I had to fix that. So how cool is that, right? No one knows that I did a boo-boo. And then, once it's all been stuck on, I used my Vanilla Smooth Spritz and a paintbrush, and I painted his tummy and his tail. And then I did the very big giant hearts as well. You won't see that in the video. So anyway, that is the card for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again on another Monday. Bye.